What's good, YouTube? I am a MocaStayHot, and I am here to share my detailed ponytail tutorial with you. I get a lot of questions about this, and I don't want to waste any time on it. So let's do work. For this install, I am using one pack of my favorite Bobbi Boss Forever New Kinky Perm hair. I did pay $8.99 for this hair at my local beauty supply store. The length is 16 inches and I have it in the color 1B. Here I am just showing you how long each bundle is once you unravel it. And again, there were 2 of the bundles in this package. For time purposes, I did cut out some of the repetitive steps in the video just to speed through it and pretty much just give you the overall idea of how to do this ponytail. Here I'm showing you how I prepare my hair for this install. I think this step is very crucial to your ponytail laying as flat as possible and looking as natural as possible. When you use clip-ins to try to achieve something like this, you can move your clip-ins around anytime, anywhere you want to move them once you pull your hair up if it's not to your satisfaction. But once you bond your hair using this method, when it lays, it's there until you remove it. And in my opinion, that can be a messy process sometimes, so that's not something you want to do in the middle of doing your hair. So as you previously saw, I parted my hair across my head from ear to ear to establish a front portion and a back portion for doing this ponytail. Now here is where I decide how far across I want my tracks to be at the top so that when I pull it up, it is as flat as possible. For me, a little indicator is when I part my hair from the back to the front, like so, the end of my rat tail comb should be facing the end of my eyebrow. That's how I know I've went over far enough. That's to my satisfaction for my head. That's what works for me. And it may take you a couple of tries in doing your own ponytail to decide if that is enough for you. As I'm doing here is pointing to the end of my eyebrow where my part is. Now, this is important because you don't want your tracks at the top or even in the back to go from ear to ear, because when you pull it up, it won't be seamless. It needs to go in the direction your ponytail is going to be while you wear your hair that way. I like my ponytail right in the back center of my head, so this is why I put my tracks the way that I do. So what I've just done is measured my hair from one side to the other to determine how much hair I need to put on this particular row. Then I doubled the track over, and that is where I'm going to cut it at. In previous ponytail videos, I do say that I have a double weft here or a double weft there, etc., etc., and this is what I mean by a double weft in those places. Okay, after making those minor adjustments to those first tracks that were laid, I'm just going to part my hair off and prepare it for the next set of tracks, which will be my second set at the front. And again, for time purposes, I did not record from start to finish with me putting the glue on and things like that, because you hotties already know how to do that part. I'm just showing you how I lay the tracks for my ponytail. here is where I'm parting my hair to cover over the third set of tracks that I just installed off camera. I just want you to see how I'm extending my part a little past where I initially had it, and that is because I'm going to install the remainder of that bundle of hair right here across the front. Now notice I'm not going straight down from ear to ear, I'm going slightly backwards, and again that's because when I pull my hair up into a ponytail, I want that line of the weft to be seamless and go towards the back of my hair in the direction of my ponytail. So this is just one track. Again, it's the remainder of the hair that I had left for that bundle, and I'm just laying that one across the front to conceal the rest of them, and it goes a little bit longer, as you see, than the ones I previously installed across the front. Now I do not add this extra piece in the back. In the back I just have 3 sets of doubled wefts, and that's it. Here I'm just showing you what the hair looks like once it's all installed across the front. It looks just like my hair. This is why this hair is my favorite hair for a ponytail, hands down. Now this is the part I get the absolute most questions about, and that is how I lay the tracks in the back of my head. I'm going to do it exactly the way I did it in the front, except for the tracks are upside down. That's the only difference. So I start by parting my hair in the back, just as I did in the front, and that little bit of hair at the bottom down there is going to cover the last row of tracks that I'm going to install. When I pull my hair up, it will just look like it's all my hair. You won't see this last or first row of tracks. This is the second bundle of hair in this package, and I'm just going to again repeat the process I did in the front, starting off by measuring from one side to the other, and once I determine that I have the right amount of hair, I am going to fold that track over to double it, and then repeat this process 2 more times in the back before this install is finally complete. Now this is just a little example of how the hair is being laid. See how the hair ends up across my face once I glue it upside down onto my head. And again, that is because when I pull the back up to a ponytail, I need the hair to go up as well so that it will be seamless. So notice the hair is laying across my face and I'm gluing the track upside down. I'm going to repeat this 2 more times in the back before I pull it up into a ponytail. Now this right here was le struggle, okay? I had the hardest time with this part, and actually some of my hair that was pulled up above this got caught
on the glue, and I had to comb the glue out before I could proceed because I didn't want the glue to get dried in my natural hair. So that's another tip for this install. You want to try to keep the tracks on your scalp, not necessarily on your hair, please. And again, for time purposes, I did skip the third row of tracks, but please understand there are 3 rows in the back and 4 rows in the front all together. Alright, hotties, that is pretty much it for this detailed ponytail tutorial. I hope I've been able to answer any questions you may have about how I prepare my hair and lay my tracks. Thumbs up this video if you dig it, and if you are not a member of this hottie hive, I would love it if you were, so please subscribe to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day on purpose, and I'll chat with you on my next upload. Ciao.